Does your content scream that it was written by AI and in no way edited by a human? Let's get into some tells. The first one is the negation pivot. It's not this, it's that. This is in every bit of AI writing that I've ever seen, and it drives me up the wall. The next one is kind of corny, edgy, controversial hooks to grab attention. Things like, I might get a lot of hate for sharing this opinion, but it's all presented as this kind of positioning statement to catch attention, be a little bit controversial. The next one is quietly. Everything is quietly. It might be quietly destroying your productivity. It might be quietly growing your business. The next one is a controversial one, and it's one that's near and dear to my heart, but the M dash. I love the M dash. I still use it all the time, but it has to be used sparingly. With AI, it tends to be everywhere. The next one is sentences that start with the same word over and over. Things like the this, period, the that, period, the other, or no X, no Y, no Z, or Z. Another one here, honest. It's always honest. Here's the honest assumption. Here's the honest read. We'll be honest with you. It's so AI. Even if you talk to Claude, it's always giving you the honest answer, the honest feedback. Kind of along that same line of honest is actually. This one drives me nuts too. What they'll actually like, what people actually want to read. Another one is things like picture this or imagine that. That's AI's way of kind of setting up this vivid picture that it wants to paint for you. Another one is having multiple words in a sentence without an and before the last one. It's just a really weird sentence structure. If you have Grammarly set up on your computer, it will immediately flag that. Anytime that I see in conclusion anywhere, this tells me this is immediately AI. Having that kind of like very defined, this is the end, and I'm going to recap what I'm saying here. It feels very robotic. The next one is cliched phrases and buzzwords like streamline, cutting edge, supercharged, all these things that AI picks up on and assumes are power words or like really compelling words, but just ends up overusing them. Here's another one that's a little bit subjective because it might vary in terms of your brand and your voice and your tone, but AI likes to use bigger, fancier words to sound smart, like saying utilize instead of use, fancy $10 words instead of the simpler, more digestible counterparts. Another one is short, little, punchy, 2 or 3 word phrases or sentences at the end of another sentence to really create a dramatic effect. Another thing is generic, non-committal writing where it really doesn't have any specificity and it's really weary about taking a strong, defined point. Unless you're using the proper inputs and your thoughts and opinions and training it on your own voice, AI will generally not take any risks or strong stances. The last one here is using emojis in everything. I use emojis on LinkedIn because LinkedIn doesn't convey bullet point lists. So you have to have something in there to break it up. But having that in a blog article or an email is just unnecessary. And so this is not to say that you shouldn't be using AI to create content. It's a big part of what I do. I'm just saying that these are some of the dead giveaways. So if you're using AI to create it, watch out for these, put a little more work into it, make it your own, and make sure it doesn't just sound like AI slop.